Yo, what's up, you guys? Today I'm going to share with you another dope Neville Goddard story to remind you that you can get what you want. And it reveals a little trick you can use to help speed up your manifestation. You know what I'm saying? All right, here's a story. There was this one lady whose husband wanted to sell their home because he wanted to get a bigger place, not just for the two of them, but also for his mother in law, the aunt, 10 cats, 3 dogs, and 1 parakeet. Because his wife was always at their house anyway. So he thought, why not just live together and pay one tax bill? And the wife was sort of cool with it, but she knew that the new home would have to be something very special in size and location and arrangement, considering everyone's privacy. But she didn't argue, and she let her husband do his thing to try and sell it since he wanted a new home right away. 2 months and 4 or 5 real estate brokers later, her husband gave up trying to sell the house, and so did the brokers. So at that point, the lady wanted to change. So here's what she did. Ready? In her imagination, she slept for 4 nights in the kind of home she wanted to own. Then on the 5th day, her husband went to a friend's house and met a stranger who just so happened to be looking for a house on the hills. What a coincidence. So right away, he took him to see their place, and the guy walked through it just once and said he'd buy it at their price. They moved out and stayed with their mother while they were looking for a new place and made their requirements known to all the real estate agents on the Sunset Strip. Things they wanted, like wood paneling all throughout the house, a huge fireplace, a nice view, no close neighbors, etc. And they gave their price they'd pay for the house. And all the realtors, without exception, said they were crazy. And some of them even laughed, saying it was impossible to find an older English-style home located in the area with all the things that they wanted. Such a house didn't exist. And even if it did exist, they can get 5 times the price a couple offered. A price they said was ridiculous. But it didn't faze the lady. She was a straight up spiritual gangster because she knew that such a place did exist. How? Because she slept in it in her imagination. She said to him, "You haven't heard me. That's the house we want and the price." And the lady kept sleeping in her dream house in her imagination. Then one day, one of the agents said to the other, "Why don't you show them the place up on King's Road?" which was the area she wanted her house. And the other agent just laughed and said the property wasn't even listed and that the old lady who had the 2 acres up there would never split it. But she asked if they could take a look anyway. So they did. And the lady was amazed by the large 2-story English-style home because it had everything that she wanted, plus more. Then just before they left, she stood on the dining room balcony and looked down and saw her husband standing by the fireplace with his pipe and with a look of complete satisfaction on his face. She placed her hands on the balcony railing and just watched him for a moment. They all went back to the office and the husband wanted to make an offer. But again, the agents just shut him down and said, "Forget it. It's a pipe dream." Then the husband got freaking pissed and slammed his hand on the desk and said, "Isn't it your business to make the offer we suggest? Then make it." They agreed. And that night when they got home, the lady, in her imagination, stood on that same balcony above the living room and held onto its railing. She looked down at her husband standing by the fireplace. He looked up at her and said, "Well, honey, how do you like our new home?" She said, "I love it." And she continued to see that beautiful room with her husband in it, feeling the balcony railing gripped in her hands until she fell asleep. Check this out. The next day, the phone rang, and the agent said, "You bought yourself a house." The owner split the property in the middle, and they got the house, the acre it stood on, and the price they offered. Boom! After just 12 days of mentally sleeping in her dream house, they bought it. A home the realtor said didn't even exist. See, the lady learned to use what's called the Western Gate, which is touch. That was her secret. She saw what her husband looked like standing by the fireplace the night she recreated the scene, but she also held onto the balcony with her hand to prove it to herself that she was there. She literally felt it while imagining. So there you go. Try this today. Know what you want and imagine it. But don't just see it. Use a sense of touch to help you feel it real fast. And as always, don't give a rip what other people think when they say you're dreaming too big. But dare to assume. Dare to assume you're exactly what you want to be. You're exactly where you want to be. Then sleep in that assumption. Then just watch. Neville says that since you're all imagination, listen, then you must be where you are in imagination. And you will gravitate there because you get what you believe. Yeah. Alrighty guys, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button to help support this channel, and the bell right next to it to be notified of my next video. I pump these out every single week so you don't want to miss them. And if you're ready to live the life you really want, then click the link below to learn more about Law of Assumption Mastery, how to manifest anything the Neville Goddard way. Like I always say, more's coming. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.